Wow, what a cold night last night. I think that was the first time we had 20s in southern New England, especially around Worcester. I think we had like 25 degrees last night. And it's pretty much, we got leftovers of that cold air right now. Here's Swampscott with temperature 38 degrees. Now that's modified cold air because we're right by the coast. Dew point is 30 degrees, relative humidity 72%. And of course, the relative humidity is basically the difference between, or the ratio for that matter, of the temperature and dew point readings, temperature over dew point. And the wind is calm. So we got sunny weather. We don't have a saturated air mass right now. So we got sunny weather to speak of today. Look at it. We have also not only sunny conditions today, but a rebound in temperature as well. As we take a look at the South Shore, Cape and the Islands, you got 50s. Sandwich, New Bedford, Providence, Rhode Island, 50s. Even Block Island, 53 degrees, right by the shore, a little cooler, but still 53 degrees, pretty nice. As we head up closer to the Boston area, we got 55 degrees, Newton, Brockton, Quincy. It's very uniform, and I would actually take these 50s and put it up in central and northern New England as well, as it's a pretty uniform air mass of some warmer air to speak of today. And even tonight, temperatures won't be as cold as last night. So rather than the 30s and 20s we had last night, we're speaking more like lower 40s and upper 30s for the region, especially southern New England. Northern New England, it's still warmer than last night, but colder than southern New England for obvious reasons. It's further north. Tomorrow we got 50s continuing in southern New England, but a bit of a cool down for our Monday in northern New England, as we got a cold front draped across central New England. Behind the front, it's colder. That cold front will be moving to the south, so that by Tuesday it'll be in the 40s, pretty much uniform all over the area. Kind of like today, where we have uniform temperatures in the 50s, it'll be in the 40s uniformly on Tuesday. But that's only for a one-day stay, and that you'll see that on the 7-day. But here is the overall pattern, folks. We got milder air for most of the country, a trough all the way to the northwest, and another trough in the northeastern states and southeastern Canada. Now, this trough is what produced. We brought in the colder air, the chillier air from Canada for last night and yesterday. But as you can see, this trough has moved slightly offshore, which is what led to a sunnier and warmer Sunday today. But this milder air will be ours for later this week and to Thursday. And these southwesterly winds will not only bring milder air into the 50s, so that's something to look forward to. I'm certainly looking forward to it. But it also means a little bit more moisture in the area. So we do have a slight chance of rain. But look at this chillier air over the Midwest. That will be ours into next week. As you can see, on Saturday of next week, we got 52 degrees. So a bit cooler after the warm-up of Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. So enjoy the milder air while it lasts, folks, because it will be cooling down on next weekend. That's what the long-term trend indicates. That's what the computer models are indicating at this point. That we'll be seeing that trough over the Midwest. That will be in place by the middle of this week. It should be ours by next weekend. As temperatures will be in the lower 50s on Saturday and even maybe 40s on Sunday and Monday. But that's really going far out. For now, enjoy the warmer and sunnier weather. A cold Saturday is upon us, folks. We'll be under the influence of chilly northwesterly winds as a high pressure system is across southeastern Canada, bringing in those colder temperatures. But while that's happening, the mountain snows and lower valley rains will be ending, and that was, I'm making it seem like it was heavy. It wasn't heavy to begin with, but it will be winding down regardless today. But despite the cold today, it will be a warmer and even brighter Sunday, although today will be sunny as well, but we do have that scattered precip around in central and northern New England. So it will be, in that case, a brighter Sunday as well, warmer, and that warming trend should continue pretty much for the rest of the week, for the rest of the up-and-coming week, with a chance of rain later next week on Thursday, along with that warmer air. Let's take a look at the radar. If we take a look, here it is. We got the scattered snow showers pretty much winding down. And right now, at this point, they are all scattered. The blue is the snow. The green here up across Nova Scotia is the rain. So right now, it's pretty cold enough that all the scattered precip that's left over from yesterday is in the form of snow. But that will be winding down as you move forward in time. Into later this morning, it will be in the 40s and 30s across southern New England, and 30s and not even the 20s, but pretty much, maybe some isolated in the higher peaks. It could definitely be in the 20s later today. That's just how cold the atmosphere is today. Temperatures will not be moving up that much as you move through later today. You can still see it's in the 40s here in southern New England, and the same thing pretty much in the 30s as well in central and northern New England. And that will only get colder. That is as high as the temperatures will get today, as temperatures will drop to the mid-30s in Boston, Providence, and the Cape and the Islands, and pretty much the 20s elsewhere. So we're talking about some winter cold here, folks, tonight, and that will be it's pretty much due to not only the cold air mass, but we got clear skies. So any heat that was absorbed by the ground and the lower levels will be released back to outer space in the form of long-wave radiation. But that's a whole different story. But that's why it's going to be cold. So I do suggest you take a nice jacket out and wear a hat. So just stay nice and warm so we can enjoy a beautiful Sunday to come. We got 50s pretty much all across the board, and that is due to a high pressure system that is moving to the south, and that brings us on the warmer side. That puts us on the warmer side of this high pressure system, and that's why we did a clockwise rotation. We got southwesterly flow, bring in the milder air, and that should last for Monday, especially south of this cold front. It should still be in the 50s on Monday, but just north of the front here, we'll be dealing with 40s, as we'll see here. Here it is, 40s across central and northern New England, and again, another beautiful Monday, especially for southern New England. But I do think that cold front will be ours even in the Boston area by Tuesday, so that, as you can see on the 7-day forecast, we have 52 degrees for Tuesday, slightly cooler than Monday, but still very nice. And temperatures will be warming up pretty good into the lower 60s on Thursday, and that's pretty much where they'll remain for the rest of the week, with a chance of rain on Wednesday and Thursday of this up and coming week. So that's the way I see it for now. My gosh, what a beautiful Friday this has been. 40s in central and northern New England and 50s here in southern New England. As a matter of fact, here in Jericho, Vermont, it is 46 degrees, and wow, look at that landscape. It's a barren landscape, all ready for the snows to set in this winter, although I don't expect to be a very snowy winter. I mean, last winter was quite snowy, but this pattern is an El Nino pattern. Long story short, it's going to be a much milder winter with a lot less snow. But anyway, it is, again, 46 degrees, winds are calm, and the radar imagery pretty much shows why it's cloudy here in Jericho, Vermont. As we can see, the radar showing us that there's some low-level precipitation in the form of rain and upper-level precipitation in terms of the higher elevations with some snow up in the mountains like Mount Mansfield, Stowe, Vermont. For those skiers out there, they might be getting a little bit of snow, but again, nothing. I don't expect that much in the way of accumulation, and I'll have my forecast for the amount of snow coming up in just a bit. Here's a closer look at the precip, and I do expect this precipitation to be winding down as we move forward in time into tonight and tomorrow morning. But the current temperatures, lower 50s and 40s even in central New England, but especially along the coastal areas, coastal communities of Boston, Providence, Groton, and especially Hyannis, the Cape and the Islands. It is quite mild. It is in the 50s, and that's not bad for mid-November. And up here in northern New England, as expected, it is cooler. It is in the 40s with that scattered rain and snow shower activity. And there is a cold front draped right across here, and that will be moving through so that by later today or tonight, temperatures will be dropping 48 degrees. That's just the beginning, because by tomorrow, on Saturday, it will be much cooler. By tomorrow morning, on Saturday morning, it will be 41 degrees in Boston. People will be waking up to 30s in Worcester, Hartford, and 20s even up to the north in central and northern New England. But that will pretty much be where the temperatures stay because of that cooler air mass coming in from Canada. There will be a high pressure system situated just about this area here, bringing in those northeasterly winds, and mid-40s will be the norm for southern New England, and that's where they will stay for the remainder of the day, despite the sunny weather we will be experiencing on Saturday. But that is a short-term thing, because this high-pressure system will be moving to the south, bring in more westerly winds, southwesterly winds, and the key word is southwesterly rather than as opposed to northwesterly, because that is a warmer direction. And that's why we'll be warming up into the 50s all across the area here, even up to the Canadian border. We could be dabbling with 50 degrees up over there. So the cold air on Saturday is a short-term thing. Sunday it'll certainly live up to its name. It is really gonna feel like a Sunday. So notice that word sun and Sunday. So I don't know, maybe I'm just playing with words, but it's the truth. Here's my forecast for the snows. Snows, I'm making it sound like a lot of snow. It's only 1 to 2 inches, nothing to worry about. With that said, here is my latest 7-day forecast. Cold tomorrow, but then a warm up into the following week. Next week looks very warm, especially later next week, where temperatures will be approaching 60 degrees with a chance of rain shower activity. And that is my latest forecast for now.